All right, thank you so much for joining us today. And in this video, we have just two questions, but three set questions that we are going to go through together. So the questions read that we can use the area formulas or the fundamental theory of calculus. So I'll just try to use all the two so that you do it. So first I'll use the fundamental, right? Then we look at the area formula, right? So let's go to the fundamental theory of calculus very quick. So this is kind of, we are going to have integrate 10, and since 10 is a constant, we multiply by x. So we are going to have 10x, meaning that when we differentiate 10x, we get 10. So anytime we are doing integration, the answer that we're going to get, that's what you need to differentiate to get what is here. So when I integrate 10, I get 10x. And when I differentiate 10x, I get 10. Right. So now when I'm integrating x, I'm going to have minus x squared divided by 2. And when I differentiate x squared by divided by 2, I'll have this x. Then since I have, this is definite, I have my 4 here. So let's just do substitution. I'm going to have 10 times 4 minus 4 squared divided by 2, or minus, then I plug in the lower limit, right? So when I plug in 0, I'll have 0 minus 0. And this is kind of going to give us 40 minus 16 divided by 2 minus 0. And we are going to have 40 minus 8. And the final result here is 2. Right. So this is the fundamental theorem of calculus. But let's think about the area, right? Like if we just need to use the area to do that, what are we going to do? So with the area under the curve, what we are going to do is we are going to pick a function, let's say f of x, to be equal to what is here. We know that basically this is not f of x, this is like f prime of x, because like a function that has been differentiated and we are integrating. But let's assume that is f of x. So we are going to have 10 minus x. And we have the x values, which is 0 and 4. So let's assume that the first one is a is 0 and b is 4. So we are going to create a table, nice one. And then we have our x values here. We have f of x here. So 0 and 4. Plug in 0 and we are going to have 10, right? So I plug in 0 here, get 10, then plug in 4 and we are going to have 6. So this is what you are going to use. Like, let's try and draw a graph. So I have 0, I have 4. Somebody is asking, I thought 0 is supposed to be here. Yes, 0 is supposed to be here, but I can also put the 0 here, the same thing. Okay, fine. Let me put the 0 to where the 0 is supposed to be so that I avoid confusion. So 0 is 10. So let me indicate like I have like 10 somewhere here. So 0 and 10. So this is where I'm going to have my 10. So this will be my graph. 0 and 10. Good. Then I have 4 and 6. So let me just indicate 6 somewhere here. So 6 and 10. 6 and 4 will be somewhere here. So this is where my graph is going to be. Then I'll just try to join them together. Right. So what will be the shaded region? Shaded region will be this. So what I need to do is I need to use formula to do it. So if you know this shape, you can basically use the formula for finding this shape and you do it. But for me, I'm going to divide this one into 2 and name this one area 1 and name this one area 2. So now let me try and find the base. What is the distance here? The distance there is going to be, the distance here is 4. Good. What is the distance here? Distance here is going to be 6 because here is 0 to 6. And then finally, what is the distance here? The distance here is 10 minus 6, which is going to be 4. Good. So let me try and find area 1. Area 1, since the length are not the same, this and this are not the same, this is rectangle. So the area is base times height. So base times height is going to give us 4 times 6, and this is going to give us 24. Let's look at B. B here is like right angle triangle, so half base times height. So half. Now what's the base for this one? The base for this one is the same as this, so 4 times what is the height for this one? The height for this one is also 4. So we're going to have times 4. So this is going to give us 2 times 4, and this is 8. So the total area will be A1 plus A2, and this is going to give us 24 plus 8. And of course, this is 32. Right here. Yes. This is also 32. So basically, when you use the area formula and then the fundamental theory of calculus, you are going to get the same thing. So basically, if this question is not added, I wish you just go through this process instead of going through here, right? This is kind of long, and here when you get here, you need to remember the formula for finding rectangle, the formula, but anyone that you want to choose, you need to choose it. But also pay attention to the questions. The question can just say that use the area formula, right? So when you see this one, you'll be in a rush to just do this, and it is wrong, instead of doing the whole of this. So always read the question before you go through that. So now the rest of the question, I'm just going to use the fundamental theorem of calculus, and we do it. If you like, you can also try using the area formula to solve. So now let's go through the second one here. This is like x squared divided by 2 minus 4x, then from 0 to 10, right? So I'm just integrating this. So plug in 10 squared divided by 2 minus 4 times 10 minus 0 minus 0, and this is going to give us 100 divided by 2 minus 40 minus 0, and this is going to give us 50 minus 40, and this is going to give us 10, right? So these are just two questions, but different set with different functions. So I'll go through that one quick, then I'll leave you the last one, then you solve it, then you leave your final results in the comment section, right? So this is going to give us x squared plus x squared over 2. I think I did some mistake here. Oh, okay, it was right. Okay, no mistake. Let's go. Plus 3x from 0 to 10. So basically the same thing. This is like 10 squared divided by 2 plus 3 times 10 minus 0 minus 0. And this is going to give us, this is squared, 100 divided by 2 plus 30 minus 0. This one is supposed to be plus. This is 50 plus 3, and this is going to give us 80. Let's do the last one here. Then we are going to do the last set questions. So this will be x squared divided by 2 minus 6x. So you see the way I'm going too fast? Yes. That's what, when you master the integration, that's what you two are going to do. So just practice, and you'll be okay with that. So let's plug in the 12 squared divided by 2 minus 6 times 12 minus 0 minus 0. I plug in 0, here will be 0, this one will be 0. So that's the reason why I'm writing 0 minus 0. So 12 squared is 144 divided by 2 minus 6 times 12 is I think it's supposed to be 72. Is that right? Let me just check. 6 to 12, 1, 6, 72. Good. So I'm right. Then this is going to be minus 0, and 144 divided by 2 is, I think, 72. Yes, and this is going to give us 0. No, it's not going to give us 0. It's going to give us 0. This is our final result, so we need to have a big 0. Right, so that's what you're going to get. The last set of questions, I'll just let you see, and then you do it. So this is A, right? Have you seen it? Have you written it down? Okay, try and put your final result in the comment section. And then this one too is also here. Try this one and put your final results in the comment section. Thank you so much and see you in the next video.